Alright, that's the first 12 done, so now we're going to do 13 on. First step is in an IAM, assemble the following parts. So I already opened a new standard IAM, so I've got my assembly going. Then it says, place the following things. So place red square and ground it. So I'm going to go into my 4 parts. I'm going to place the red square. So I placed it. Zoom. And then I'm going to hit escape. So I want to place 1. And I'm going to right click. And I'm going to ground it. So that's that. Then place each of the other 3 parts once. Okay. So then I have to place the orange cylinder once. I have to place the pink rectangle once. And I have to place the red scoop. I did that. I have to place the black rectangle once. The black rectangle should be centered under the red square, so 1 inch extends from each side. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to constrain. I'm going to select this edge. I'm going to place it on this edge. I'm going to hit apply. Now I'm going to constrain again, and I might have to do it on one side or the other. So we're going to try it this way first. What we're going to do is we're going to line this edge up with this edge. And I'm going to see what happens when I do offset of 1. So for me, it worked out. See how that worked out, and I just hit apply. Now if this hadn't worked out, if we had been here, and I decided to go to this side, and I hit constrain, and I said this edge to this edge, and I went 1 inch, and it didn't work out, if it went like negative 1 inch, you just go to the other side. But it's working out for us. So we're going to stick with that. And we're going to go to the next step. Place the orange cylinder on top of the red square. Okay. We're going to go to joint this time. I'm going to select the middle of the cylinder to the middle of the square. I'm going to hit apply. And then finally I'm going to place the pink rectangle on top of the black rectangle. So it's lined up with the left edges, like that. So that should be a 2 constraint job. We're going to do 1 on there. I'm going to hit apply. And then I'm going to do 1 on there. I'm going to hit apply. So that takes us through the assembly. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to save this as the assembly, because that's my assembly. And I'm going to go to 14, create an IDW, and place the 3 orthographic views and 1 isometric of the drawing. Okay, so I'm going to go in. I'm going to make a IDW on the UVMS template. My name is Braun. We'll say this is period 1. We'll say the scale. I don't know the scale. I'm going to go with a quarter. We might have to change that, but that's my guess. I'm going to go with Braun, and the title is 4 parts, all capital. I agree to whatever it says. And I'm going to go to base. I'm going to find my part. It might be default, but if it's not, go find your part. Hit open. It looks good at a quarter scale. We're going to bring this down to the edge. If that means you got to move this box over, that's fine. We're going to move this one up to the top. We're going to move this one over to the side. And we're going to place the isometric. Right click, OK. So that gets all the views in there. Create a parts list and balloons for each color. Shade just the isometric. So those are the last 2 steps. So for the parts list, we're going to move some of this stuff. Going to make it all a little closer together. So we've got to go to Annotate, Parts List. I click the shape I want the parts list for. I click OK. I'm going to bring this parts list in here. So I've got some stuff in the way, so I'm going to move these up, get them out of the way. Maybe move this over. And then I'm going to double click on my parts list to start editing it. So description, gotta go. I'm going to right click on column chooser, get rid of description. And then all of these should be all capitals. So red square, orange cylinder, pink rectangle, and black rectangle. So I get them all fixed. Gives me a little more room for my drawing here. And then the final instruction is shade just the isometric view. Okay, so I'm going to double click here, and I'm going to switch it to shaded. And that's it. You can then go and save this as your IDW or your finished drawing. Just call it 4 parts. Save it. You say yes to all. Click OK. And then export to a PDF to upload it. And that's it. You're all set.